The video you're about to see is a refresher and an update for the FINOW Q1 Pro, which its normal price is listed here, but for a very narrow window of time starting now, you can get $10 off of that. A full Android 6 quality Android watch with 4G cellular connectivity for $69.99. Yeah, check out the show notes, and now on with the review. Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. It's an exciting day. We are going to unbox a good old friend. Yeah, looks pretty similar, doesn't it? This is the FINOW Q1 Pro. That's right. And this is the FINOW Q1 Pro as well. Before we get into the box, let me show you why we're getting this. We'll take off the cover. We'll magically rub them together. We'll twist them around. And we'll reveal to you that they are designed differently. Look at this. The new design has a screw cover on the back. And the old design, you just pop the cover open to get into the SIM. Now that's just scratching the surface. Why would they send me a whole new watch if that's the only thing different, huh? Other than that, physically, they look identical. Well, the secret's in the box. Let's get deeper in here. First of all, inside this box, in the new version, you're going to find that magic screwdriver that you're going to need to take the cover off to put your SIM card in it. All right, and of course, in the other box, you're going to have, like we had in the original, the clamp-on charging clip, which looks like this. And in case you haven't seen how this works, we'll run through quickly with you. The USB plugs in one end, and either watch, doesn't matter. You're going to open it up, make sure that the 4 pins line up with the holes, and clasp it on. And that's how you'll charge it. The old one or the new one. Same connector. Okay, but that's not it. The magic is in the manual. Yeah, the user manual. Let's take a look at, I know, this hasn't changed much. You might, if you have the old one or watch the old review, you might see a few changes a little bit here and there because there's been some cosmetic improvements as well to the user interface, which I'll show you in just a moment. Yeah. That page right there. Location. You see that? There's a new app in the new watch, and it allows for location identification of the watch when it's out and about with a little SIM card in it, making this watch available in a whole new market for the elderly and for kids. The location app, which, as I understand, can be downloaded into the old one through the firmware update that they have available. Not sure, not totally sure, but if you have an older FINOW Q1, check for sure the OTA for a software update and see if you get it. If you do, you're going to get a new app. Now, let me fire this up and show it to you. Okay, now look at this. If I slide over, I get my app drawer. Check it out. They all look familiar. All this is the same of what you get in the other one until you get to the very bottom, and now I have a location app. When I tap that, I'm going to get a QR code. There you go. Freeze frame, scan it. You got it? All right. When you do that, it's going to link you to a server in China. It's going to bring you over to download an app called BeHome. Of course, here it is from the Google Play Store. When you go into BeHome, you can actually open the app. And on first opening, it tells you that what this is a real-time positioning app. There's been a few on the market, kind of independent style, but this is integrated into a watch that you could have your child wear. If they're old enough, it's not too big on their arm, I guess. Anyway, the deal is this, with its GPS and a SIM card transmitting the location data to your phone anywhere in the world, will allow you to connect and get the location of the watch. Furthermore, you have two-way communication anytime you want to chat with your child, okay? Or your elderly, or your significant other, or your own arm. Yeah. If you're, what is it, the Gemini? Is that the one that has two sides inside of them, the astrological sign? You could be talking to yourself back and forth, I guess. I don't know. And you got the zero distance of interactive communication, which means no lag time. You're not making a phone call. Your child or elderly doesn't need to know a lot about how to use this thing. You are controlling it from here inside the app. So I'm not going to take you through the whole thing, but I'll show you when you get in here, of course, you're going to need to set up an account. You got to do all of that and register, because this is going to end up being uniquely identified to this, which is tied in with the app. And the thing that FINOW has done for us here is integrated the operating system within this watch. That means the GPS and the cellular communications to the location app that can then make it all happen. So when it's all set up properly, your child or senior can just simply wear the watch, and you've got dynamic instant observation of wherever they are and ability to contact them directly. Whole new market, whole new opportunity. Not at all in the original one, which isn't even on right now, but definitely here. So that works now for somebody with the phone to be able to reach out, get the location of the watch, and even open a conversation back and forth. But what about the person with the watch if they need to get a hold of you and they're having an emergency? That's all been built into it too. Swiping down, you've got an SOS button right away. When it's programmed by adding a number from the contacts list, which your SIM card inside the watch should be able to give you, you set all that stuff up and you'll be able to activate an SOS emergency call directly from the watch. Not having to find a contact, put in a phone number, and do all sorts of things that a child or a senior may not be able to do. You just teach them, swipe down, hit SOS, and you guys are on your way. Initiating a call to you, you get that. You could call up the Tethering app. You could locate the location of the watch. Really a nice feature, and this is a full Android watch. So let me show you this. Once again, to drive the point home, they've got a new card, sorry, being off camera, on their marketing material called GPS positioning. It's a positioning function when the smartphone downloads this app and the watch is bound to the phone. You have a movement of the watch on the app, and it's really nice. And that is why we have the new FINOW Q1 Pro with this new feature. So we have a review up that shows you all of the different specs on this watch. If you don't want to jump over there right now, take a quick look at them here. It's a fine watch. It's an amazing watch for $70. And the sale is on right now while the holiday is happening in China for about a week or so. And you can get it through the link down below in the show notes. Jump on over. By the way, it's only these links that work now. You're not going to be able to just Google FINOW and find these links. They are exclusive. They sent them to me to get this out to you. So use the links down below and jump on over and pick up a Q1 Pro at a really good price with the new location capability built in. You've been watching Smartwatch Ticks. Appreciate your subscription and your presence and your thumbs up on this one, and we'll see you again soon.